Since established in 1991, the Graduate School of International Development, GSID, is a pioneering and leading graduate school specializing in international development. Over more than 30 years since then, GSID has engaged in research and education in international development in developing countries, focusing on a wide range of issues that constrain the promotion of socio-economic development, such as poverty, inequality, conflict, and the lack of good governance, and proposing various strategies for solving these issues. GSID offers top-level international teaching environment in Japan. All classes are conducted in English, and more than 80% of students come from countries other than Japan. As I just mentioned, 80% of the students in the Graduate School of International Students. So far, students from over 100 countries, including Japan, have studied here. Out of about 2,400 graduates, about 1,400 are international students. Even now, the students come from 45 countries, and 168 of the 198 enrolled students are from overseas. Therefore, not only in classrooms, but also in daily communication with classmates, students have to use foreign languages, mainly in English, which may be stressful and cause anxiety, especially for Japanese students. However, intercultural and multicultural exchange are inevitable for students living in this globalizing world. The Graduate School of International Development is exactly such a place, and I want students to quickly experience overcoming such stress and anxiety. Furthermore, international development cooperation is about dealing with problems of the people who are in very different economic, social, and cultural environments from us, who have fortunately economic and educational conditions to have higher education. In that regard, even though the countries and languages are different, the students in GSID are still a group with high degree of identity. Thus, I hope that they will not be satisfied with just the experiences within the group in the GSID, and will challenge themselves in further new places and experiences. The GSID pursues a mission to promote understanding of the problems we face in the globalizing world and to create a sustainable society by contributing to policy making and policy implementation by international organizations, governments, and civil society organizations. To find solutions to contemporary problems, technical approaches are often insufficient. We need to understand the existing policy frameworks and apply innovative thinking based on social science perspectives. Thus, GSID attempts to cultivate professionals and academics capable of finding such solutions by promoting policy-oriented interdisciplinary researches and teaching in cooperation with network of academic and research institutions and national and international organizations. Our objectives are as follows. First, promote empirical research based on social science theories and methods that can inform the policy making and implementation processes of the international community, governments, and civil society. Second, train professionals who can contribute to a state or community building cooperation with the international community and with a full understanding of national and local realities. Third, expand our worldwide network with government, universities, and international organizations through research and teaching in order to realize sustainable development and just societies on the global level. I enrolled in the master's program of GSID in 1993. It was the third year of GSID since its establishment. Especially, the department of my major was in its second year of establishment, and I felt that various things including education were groping and experimental. Among various innovative subjects, overseas fieldwork we call the OFW, which continues as a banner class of GSID even now, has the planning and implementation of field survey, including themes, visit destinations, questions, schedules, etc., entrusted to the students. I think it was very valuable to be able to design a research project in developing countries from scratch as soon as I entered a graduate school. In my time, I stayed in Thailand for a full month. Now it has become 2 weeks due to curriculum circumstances, but the basic style has not changed. Although it's not about a specific subject, the GSID have faculty from many research fields such as economics, education, sociology, law, political sciences, and humanities. So, I was able to learn diverse view on one phenomenon in different subjects. For example, I graduated from the Faculty of Law, but the view of society I learned in economics and history classes was very fresh. Currently, we are facing the complex challenges of whether the goal of international development cooperation can be achieved. The international community has not been able to act in unison against wars and destruction, as seen in Ukraine and Palestine. The distribution of wealth and resources in the international community is becoming increasingly unequal. Yet, governments continue to lean towards our people first policy. It's not rare for state leaders to openly criticize or even despise human rights and tolerance. As a result, social and economic minorities are being increasingly excluded from the benefit of growth and development. Naturally, there is no panacea or correct answer to the various challenges the current world faces. However, we need to understand as accurately as possible what is happening and what causal relationships might exist through various methods. We also need to share our insights and think with many people about what can be done and what outcomes can be achieved. We strongly hope that people who sympathize with such goals will join the GSID.